Your favorite song isn't just art. It's a sophisticated piece of biological software designed to hijack your nervous system. Deep within your brain, ancient survival mechanisms are reacting to tonal intervals that once signaled life or death to our ancestors. Most of us believe that music is a cultural invention, a luxury of civilization, or a creative pastime. But the reality is far more provocative. Harmony is a biological imperative, hardwired into our DNA, long before we had language, cities, or even fire. We are decoding how music manipulates your heart rate and your mind, proving that frequencies rule your reality. To understand why a specific sequence of notes can make you weep, ZG have to look at the bioacoustic blueprint. Think about the sound of a scream. It is jagged, high frequency, and what scientists call non-linear. When you hear it, your amygdala, the brain's fear center, lights up instantly. You don't decide to feel anxious, your biology demands it. This is the origin of acoustic roughness. When a composer uses dissonance or a rock star hits a distorted, high-pitched note, they aren't just playing music. They are triggering an ancestral survival response. They are hacking the circuit in your brain that says, something is wrong, pay attention. We didn't learn to hate dissonance. We evolved to survive it. But if music were only about alarm calls, we wouldn't spend billions of dollars consuming it. The secret to our obsession lies in a called entrainment. This is the anthropological mystery of the beat. Before humans had words, we had the pulse. In the harsh environment of the Pleistocene era, social cohesion wasn't just a social preference. It was the difference between extinction and survival. A tribe that could move together, hunt together, and breathe together was a formidable force. When you listen to a rhythmic beat, your internal oscillators, your heart rate, your breathing, and even your neural firing patterns begin to synchronize with the external sound. This is neural entrainment. When our ancestors drummed together around a fire, their heartbeats literally synchronized. This created a profound sense of collective identity and flooded the brain with oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Music was the original social glue. It turned a collection of individuals into a single, unified superorganism. That feeling of oneness you get at a music festival today isn't just a vibe. It is a 50,000-year-old survival mechanism designed to ensure you aren't abandoned by the tribe. Your brain is rewarding you for syncing up. How do these simple frequencies translate into complex emotions like triumph or mourning? This is where the biohack gets sophisticated. Research in biomusicology suggests that musical intervals mimic the prosody, the emotional tone, of human speech. A major third interval sounds happy because it mimics the rising, bright frequencies of an excited human voice. Conversely, a minor third mimics the drooping, falling frequencies of a person in mourning. We are biologically tuned to frequencies of human emotion. When melody, it is essentially simulating a sobbing human. Your brain's mirror neurons fire, making you feel the grief encoded in the frequency, even though nothing has happened to you. Harmony is a biological mirror. We are hardwired to respond to these intervals because, for an ancestral social species, being able to feel what your neighbor felt was vital for group empathy and rapid response to communal threats. So why do we crave it? Why is music the most persistent drug in human history? Because it is the ultimate dopamine hack. Your brain is a prediction machine. It is constantly trying to guess what happens next in your environment to save energy and ensure safety. Music plays with this predictive nature through tension and release. When it lingers on a suspend note, your brain feels a microsecond of anxiety. It asks, where is it going? When will it resolve? When the music finally hits the tonic or the home note, your brain rewards you with a massive hit of dopamine for predicting correctly. This is the frisson, the chills you get down your spine during a powerful song. It is a biological reward for successful pattern recognition. We are literally addicted to the loops hidden. However, this biological open door has not gone unnoticed. The modern world has weaponized these evolutionary relics. We are currently living in an era of sonic engineering, where your biological software is being exploited for profit. Casinos use specific high-frequency major key sounds to stimulate constant dopamine release, keeping players at the machines. Retail stores play low-tempo music to slow your heart rate, which has been scientifically proven to make you browse longer and spend more. Movie trailers use infrasound, frequencies so low you can't consciously hear them, but your body can feel them, to induce a primal sense of dread and awe. Even the hooks in modern pop music are meticulously crafted to exploit fluency. Fluency is the ease with which your brain processes a repetitive pattern. The more fluent a melody is, the more your brain instinctively trusts it. This is why a song you initially found annoying can become your favorite after the 5th or 6th listen. Your brain has successfully decoded the survival pattern, and it is now rewarding you for that familiarity. It is a psychological bypass that creators use to ensure virality. The evolutionary journey of sound proves that your emotional response to music is an involuntary relic of ancestral social cohesion. We are not just listeners, we are instruments being played by the environment. Music is a remnant of a time when sound was our primary technology, a tool for healing, for war, for bonding, and for survival. It is the most powerful, non-invasive drug on the planet. When you feel a surge of emotion from a song, you aren't just enjoying art, you are experiencing a prehistoric echo. You are listening to the sound of your ancestors' heartbeats, synchronized in a dark cave, using rhythm to stay alive. Music doesn't just move us, it controls us. It bypasses our logic and speaks directly to the animal within. It is a secret history written in vibrations, a biological imperative that proves harmony is not something we made up, it is who we are. This realization changes everything about how we perceive our daily lives. Every store you walk into, every film you watch, and every playlist you shuffle is an attempt to interface with your ancient neural circuitry. We are walking receivers for a broadcast that started millions of years ago. The frequencies we choose to surround ourselves with are not just background noise. They are the architects of our moods, our pulse, and our social bonds. Before we had the written word, we had the chant. Before we had the spear, we had the rhythmic stomp that terrified predators. We have used sound to manipulate our own biology for as long as we have been human. The hidden biohack is simply the modern recognition of an ancient truth, that the human nervous system is tuned to the universe. We are hardwired for harmony because, without it, we would have never survived the silence of the wilderness. Now that you know how the biohack works, you can see the strings. You can feel the tension being built in a soundtrack and recognize it for what it is, a simulated survival threat. You can feel the dopamine hit of a pop chorus and recognize it as a reward for pattern recognition. You aren't just a fan of music, you are a biological entity responding to a sophisticated set of commands. This is the power of the frequency. It is the invisible hand that shapes our collective emotions and ensures our social cohesion. It is the biological software that makes us human. So, the next time a song makes the hair on your arms stand up, remember, that isn't just a feeling. That is your DNA remembering how to survive. The music isn't just in the air, it's in your blood. The question remains, if frequencies rule your mind, who is holding the baton?